Your ass has been through it this year, babes, and I'm not even talking about the emotional stuff. As many times as you've been face down as up this year, that juicy peach of yours needs some TLC. Here are my favorite tips to relieve and recover your booty hole so you can bounce back to bottoming each and every time feeling your best. Tip number 1, communication. Some of y'all could really use some manners in the bedroom. It's vital to make sure whoever's taking things up their butt is primed and ready to do so. That means a quick check-in. The person bottoming should absolutely communicate if they didn't take the time to stretch out and loosen up before sexy time. But it's moments like this where I feel like people who top can really benefit from this information as well. If you notice the person you're topping feels tight, it's because they're tight. Talk to them. Hey, you feel really tight. I'm gonna stretch you out a little bit. Say it in a sexy way. No one will be mad about this. Start with a little peach munchin', move on to fingers. And if you're the person bottoming and you know you didn't take the time to stretch out, just say so. It'll make foreplay much more adventurous. A quick check-in will mean the world of difference and can avoid any painful accidents to begin with. You don't have to heal any anal fissures if you didn't get one to begin with. Bottoming shouldn't hurt, y'all. If it hurts, it means you need to loosen up more. Use your words and communicate your needs. Tip number 2 is to clean up and start to relax. Your muscles get sore and tight after a workout if you don't do some R&R. Same goes for your butt because it's a muscle, ho. After extra rough sessions, I love to take a warm shower or an Epsom salt bath. The warm water will clean the area, of course, but the real goal here is to tackle inflammation in the area. If you don't have a bathtub, you can buy a sitz bath attachment for your toilet, and this will help too. It's also a great tool to have around if you're prone to getting hemorrhoids. I identify as a power bottom, shocking nobody. So I try to get in a good soak once a week, preferably after sex when my booty needs it the most. Word to the wise, be careful around the anus. The skin here is very sensitive. There is zero need to pull your cheeks apart super tight or scrub your hole off your body. It's already been beat up by some nice lady's son. It doesn't need your abuse too. Avoid heavily scented products and soap when cleaning the area to avoid additional irritation. I recently switched my body lotion to an unscented one and my booty is already noticing a major difference. If you feel like being extra, keep some cool, damp washcloths in your fridge to give your butt a refreshing pat down after Pound Town. Zero need to add any like lavender oil or anything like that. It might just end up irritating that area more. Bitch, a booty mask doesn't hurt either. Degunk your pores of all the lube and mess that comes with getting railed. There are also great exfoliators out there, but avoid those until your hole has fully recovered. Again, we're avoiding any kind of additional irritation. Your doesn't need it. Tip number 3, addressing tightness. When adrenaline, dopamine, and daddy issues are running high during sex, soreness might not reveal itself until later when you've calmed down and relaxed. How convenient. You want to address tightness ASAP because this can make passing a bowel movement really difficult. You know, the task your ass is actually made for, that might be surprising to you. If you can take anti-inflammatory medications like ibuprofen, go ahead and pop one of those while handling the next few steps. Breathing exercises like box breathing are going to be a bottom's bestie when it comes to relaxing. After blowing your back out, the rest of your body could use some relaxation too, so all together now. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold that for 4 seconds. Repeat this until you feel like your body and your hole are melting into the ground. If you find pooping to be difficult the next few days, make sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet and staying super duper hydrated. CBD oils or numbing gels can also help prevent straining, but always talk to a medical professional about this part, especially if things get painful or you see blood in your stool. Whatever you do, avoid straining on the toilet at all costs. Say it together, class. Straining causes hemorrhoids. Straining causes hemorrhoids. Straining causes hemorrhoids. Tip number 4, let the air out of the trap. These aren't actual farts. Depending on how rough things were getting and the girth of the package you were taking, your hole creates a suction that eats up extra air. Especially if you don't loosen up properly, your anal sphincters clamp down and get tighter than they were before, trapping all that air in your rectum. Although it's not dangerous, it can make you feel like that blueberry bitch from Willy Wonka. Child's pose, jumping jacks, happy baby, and low squats holding onto something grounded like a counter can really help get all that trapped air out. The key is to breathe deeply and relax so your pelvic floor and anal sphincters can chill out. Don't strain as if you're giving birth when you're getting the air out either. Why? Hemorrhoids. We just talked about this, hemorrhoids. Number 5, let's talk about moisturizing your hole. And by that I mean stay away from creams and moisturizers. Seriously, these will only aggravate your already irritated hole and potentially create an environment for bacteria to thrive in. No thanks. Opt for hydrocortisone and zinc oxide creams or coconut oil and vitamin E oil. Lately, I've been seeing super expensive creams and products targeting bottoms, but I'm telling you, it's all hoopla. Hydrocortisone, coconut oil, and vitamin E oil is tried and true stuff backed by doctors and scientists, not marketing teams. I personally use Uberlube, which already has vitamin E oil in it. It's also my preferred lube for sexy time, so 2 products in one. Just rub a little on and in your hole and your skin will drink that right up. And tip number 6, keep an eye on your poops for the next few days. This is especially important if you're new to bottoming. A tiny bit of blood can happen from time to time from the micro tears in your rectum after bottoming. However, if you're painting the town red, bitch, it'll be time for a break while you heal up and go see a doctor. I'm not a doctor, babe, and even if I was, you're watching this on a screen. You need to go see a doctor. Once you're all healed up, loosening up and relaxing before bottoming needs to be your number 1 priority. Rushing into things is only going to keep setting you back, so take the time to open up. We talk all the time about preparing to bottom, but we simply don't give aftercare enough attention. Right this instant, your hole resents you for it. It wants to be treated like the muscle it is, but you keep abusing it and overworking it. That's fine. It's actually encouraged. I know that I do the same. But make it your New Year's resolution to take better care of the ass in between sessions so you can keep doing what you love doing most. And that's being a bend over slut. Bottoms up.